Okay, good afternoon. It is afternoon. Let's see, I think I will give you an update on what I think I should be doing this weekend that I don't got the gas to do. Fishing wise. Now would be a good time to hit the sloughs in the Napa River and off the Napa River. Little ones. Should be really good for stripers in there right now. You guys are local down at Fish a lot, you already know this here and you know where they're at. Just generally I just troll. Hair razors is what I always troll. Always have. Seem to work fine. I did have a 3.6 average for a year. I kept track of everything. That was some days I got none. Some days I got up to like 12. Yeah, never know. Let's see, other than that, Berryessa, yeah, it's a fair shot. I wouldn't really go up there for myself, because I like certain type of fishing. That doesn't really interest me. Eel River, where I live, the half pounder's got to be coming into Lower River. Haven't been down there to try it. I've been wanting to, just haven't done it. Surf perch on the coast out there has been off and on. Halibut and Humboldt Bay. They say it's good. Like I said, I haven't done it. Don't get the gas to go anywhere. Back to the Eel River. End of this month and into September, there's going to be a whole bunch of little trout moving out of the upper tributaries down to the Lower River. That should be pretty interesting. It's kind of like fishing the Sierras for little trout, but you're in a big river. Not a lot of water, but a big river. Where else? Oh, I love this time of year for the Sierras. Hitting the small creeks and everything. Done really good. Feather River running into Lake Elmore. Did pretty decent fishing in there. I've had some really great luck over in Butt Creek that runs in the Butt Valley Reservoir. I think it's Butt Creek. Maybe it's around. I don't know what the heck name of the creek is. Of course, you guys know the Sacramento and American and the Feather got the salmon in if you really want to deal with that. I mosey down there every once in a while, give that a shot, at least I used to. Actually, I like going to the Feather River. Let's see, probably end of September. And hopefully get me a salmon that's got the roe so I can start steelhead fishing with it, even though I like steelhead roe much better than I do salmon roe, but that's just how it goes. And I haven't been steelhead fishing the last couple of years due to work and trying to retire and all the other fun stuff. Now that I'm retired, I'm too broke to fish, but I'll make it this year, I hope. Let's see, other fishing. Can't say anything about San Pablo Bay because I don't know anything about San Pablo Bay right now. I usually just fish it when the wind's right. Don't really care if it's anything biting. Just get out of the house. Let's see, anything else that's worthwhile? And I'm really I'd like to be down in Berryessa in November. That's when I usually get all my trout. People go to Clear Lake for catfish, and I really like Berryessa better. I catch more big catfish in Berryessa than I do in Clear Lake. And who doesn't love that green slime in Clear Lake? I want to go diving there, but I don't want to jump in that green stuff. But on sunny days, when the surface is just covered in green moss, algae, you'll find out down deep it's pretty clear because that algae follows the light. So it comes to the surface. Now, I like using underwater lights in the middle of nighttime. That could cause a problem in Clear Lake too, due to the fact that the algae follows the light. I'll have to give that a shot sometime. Got to get my car working better so I can start traveling again. On what gas? I don't have. Let's see, Klamath River. I know there's salmon in it and haven't heard anything though. Smith, too early. I mean, there might be a couple of fish in the estuary. Too early. Atoll's closed. Too early for that anyhow. South Fork Eel River's nice temperature for swimming. You don't mind the blue-green algae. Ruth Lake. It's warm up there. I was supposed to be up there this weekend. I figured if I went up there this weekend, I'd be too broke to do anything at the end of the month. Skip that idea. Oh. Man, I just can't think of anything. If I had a weekend, where would I go? Tell you the truth, I would go to the Napa River sloughs. I love catching those stripers. I can catch all I want down there. Anyhow, it's my guess for the weekend. Have a good one. And I can't forget to say, stay tuned for my power supply project I've been working on for a while now. Wasn't for this power supply, I probably wouldn't have fishing today. Oh well. Let's start off with this. Can you see that? 250, 75.9 Fahrenheit. Gee. Sounds like a day to go swimming if it wasn't for the fact that you people up here know that when you go around the river, the wind's blowing about 20 miles an hour and it's coming straight off the ocean. A little cooler down there. So it needs to be a little warmer than that up here. That's why I'm here and not down there. Now, you ask me why do I make these videos? Because I can. People post about games, people post about pretty much everything that they do and they like to do. If they're interested in music, they post about music. I'm interested in a lot of things. So I will post a few things. And this is what I'm working on now. The mess. Let's go over what I did yesterday. Now, as y'all remember yesterday, I was having a problem with the USB ports. USB ports are the step-up converter. Turned out it was the USB port, so I yanked that one out. Put a new one that I actually found in an old USB charging system that the power supply went bad. It's actually better than the other one. It works. It's free. It's got a little red light on it. That one had little blue lights. And I did put a switch right here to turn this thing on and off when I'm not using it, if I want to, or not. I organized the wiring down there. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, but let's give it a shot. Oh, that's not. There we go. Organized wiring. Not the wire in the background, but the wiring right here is pretty much what I organized. That's the new power supply that I'm using temporarily until I get the computer power supply running in. And pretty much way over here, it's still a bowl of spaghetti back there. Anyhow, that's what I'm working on yesterday. And I also replaced this thing. That was this thing. The problem with this thing, it only went from 12 volts going up to going into it. The best I could get out was 9 volts, the highest voltage. So I needed a 10 and 11 to be accurate. Couldn't get it. But this one runs from 1 volt to 30 volts. So I covered that little space and a lot more. Actually having a buck boost converter was nice because yesterday I needed to charge a drill and I needed 19 volts or 20 volts to do it. This worked out really nice. I was able to control the current going into the thing so I didn't overcharge it too fast. This also has a switch. This little light went out down there. Switched up because that light is hooked up to this thing. And if I turn the knob, just the numbers are going to go down, that light will get really dim. And as I turn it back up, the light will get bright and the numbers will go up. But if I go much above this here, that light will probably blow up. It's only good for 3.6 volts. 20 milliamps. Right now it says 0 milliamps, but I haven't adjusted that thing quite right yet. Okay, moving on down the line. Yesterday, I also put in these two ports right here. These are just 12 volts. Hooks up with banana pins, which goes to clips or whatever else I want to have on these things. So I got a few different types. Just in case I want just a basic 12 volts, and that's it. Next on down, let's go this way. It will be the new boost converter, and of course a voltage and amperage gauge, and an on and off switch. This one I don't think has a light on it, so that's when I'll have to put a light with this one for sure. That might be today's project, or at least I might get started on it. I don't think I'm going to do much today. And that's about it for my yesterday's projects. I have not got my video in there yet because I haven't got my wire in. That goes up to the camera. I did go and get my camera working yesterday because day before yesterday I hooked it up and I could not see this picture, which is my outside picture. But I hooked up one day, worked fine, and next morning I opened up, no camera. Didn't work. Found out the wire has split in it. I fixed it, obviously. You can see it now. Let's see. Nope, that's what it looked like when it wasn't working. That's the yard. One more notch. There we go. That's the driveway. It's my two cameras I got outside to watch what's going on. And I got enough room for one more. I might do it someday. And if I go up here and push this button, I got the workbench to play with. This is basically what I use for testing cameras that I'm making for underwater cameras and whatever else I use, you know. But that's about it. Once I get all stuff done, I will actually start playing with lights, cameras, whatever else I want to. I got a whole box of lights, a whole box of cameras. I mean, over the years I've been ordering these cameras and they just keep stacking up. That means I could blow up if you would not care, which I will. Anyhow, get back to this mess. That's what I'm doing. And like I've tried to say a few times, this is like the third or fourth of these videos I did on 3 or 4 different cameras. There's something wrong with each one of them. Mostly it's the sound from these. This one, the sound is very, very quiet. This one, the sound is nice and loud, but it doesn't match up with the video. Which really doesn't bother me because mostly I use these cameras, including the one that's playing on, is for underwater, and there is no audio. So, and I got other cameras. Boy, do I got cameras. I guess that's it. If you don't like my videos because they're stupid, can't blame you. I don't watch them, but this tells people what I'm doing, and I'm not underground in a garage. Not much better. I will go dancing tonight. Rock and roll, I hope. I think. Maybe. We'll find out. Probably dance by myself most of the night, like I normally do. It's a lot easier to find a dance partner when you dance by yourself. Actually, it's not really finding a dance partner when you dance by yourself. It's a lot easier to just go dancing if you dance by yourself. You don't have to worry about a dance partner. Anyhow, that's about it. Short, but good. Talk to you all later.